the next tool won't fix it. Why more gear doesn't make better creative work. There's a moment that we all, as creative people, know. We're stuck and we start to think, maybe, perhaps, the problem is the tools. This feeling is almost always wrong, and there's real psychology behind why I, and perhaps you too, keep falling for it. The acquisition trap and the dopamine behind it. Gas, excuse me, no, seriously, gas or gear acquisition syndrome is a real studied phenomenon. It is the unrelenting urge to acquire gear as an anticipated catalyst of creative energy. The key word here is anticipated. The creative energy doesn't come with the purchase. We just expect it will. Buying triggers dopamine. The excitement is about the acquisition, not about the creative output. And once the novelty settles, the digital audio workstation or DAW is still empty. The blank page is still blank. The canvas still has no paint. And this isn't just what musicians, especially me, Darren, opening another purchase screen, writers chase the perfect notebook. That's me again, yeah. Photographers, the next camera upgrade. And artists and crafters accumulate materials they'll never get around to. You know what I mean? How much is in the IKEA cart that never gets used? Why more options make creative work harder. Back again to Barry Schwartz's paradox of choice. More options make decisions harder and satisfaction lower. Every session that starts with the question, which tool should I use for this, is already losing momentum before anything's been made. But a familiar tool removes all of that overhead. You pick it up and you're in the creative zone. Decision fatigue is real. Reducing it is a legitimate creative strategy, not laziness. What the tool is actually promising and can't deliver. Tools promise to solve creative problems, but the problem is almost never the tool. It's usually the idea, the skill, or the discipline to sit with something uncomfortable for long enough. A new musical plugin can't fix a weak melody. A new camera can't fix a weak composition. There are many examples of people restricting their tools that they use. Early hip-hop producers made iconic work with just one sampler. Jack White spent some time with just using 3 tracks to record. Countless painters and writers whose most personal work came from the simplest of setups. The question to ask yourself is, what specific problem does this tool solve? If you can't name it, that's the feeling worth sitting with instead. And so, the tools you already have are almost certainly enough. The question is whether you're using them as well as you could. The next tool won't fix it, but going deeper with what you have just might. I'm off to choose what creative tools really help me when I'm in the creative zone, and to try and avoid some of the others. And in the meantime, I'm going to hide my credit card. Have a great creative week, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye.